Hey everybody, Hunter back again from Showtime Studios. We're going to do a little tutorial here today. Just a quick tutorial on a little trick that I've been using for a while now. And hopefully this will help out some guys that are doing some two-tone work or, like camouflage work or something like that. Now what we're going to be doing is using a liquid mask, and Microscale Industries makes this product called Micro Mask, and as you can see here in the top of it, I haven't used very much of it. I've tried this product before and I am a big fan of Microscale Industries products. They're micro salt or micro set, they're crystal clear, their decal film, all of their gloss finishes, satin and flat finishes. Real big fan of it. They also make a micro weld glue that works very well. They make a bare metal foil adhesive. All those products work very well. I've had good luck with them. But this product here, I have not had a lot of luck with. I've done it exactly the way it says do it, and it just doesn't seem to work very well for me. There may be another technique out there for using this product that makes it work very well, but I haven't found it yet. But I have it up here, and for small things it seems to be okay. It's the larger panels that I've had a problem with. So I'm going to show you my little trick on how I go about doing the masking on those areas that are a little bit larger. So we'll pan the camera down here and we'll get started. Okay, what I have set up here is, this is actually one of the fuel tanks that's going on my trike, and as I said, the ends of these are clear. They're going to be the sight glass fuel tanks where you can see the fuel inside of them, and you will notice that that has a frosted appearance to it, and that's because there's a mask over that. And what I'll be doing is, this whole tank will be actually painted the body color, and the ends of it, or at least this end of it, will be clear. And then there will be a black band that goes around the outside of this. Now, a lot of people will go in and use tape to do this, and you can do that. Another area that this works real well, that you could also use tape on, is like your windows and stuff that's already been installed in a model. Sometimes I've ran into the thing where you have to, like spacecraft and stuff like that, you have to put the windows in first, and then you have to paint the model. This is a good technique for that. I'm not a big fan of going in and putting masking tape in and then cutting the masking tape on the model. It tends to, with a sharp number 11 blade or a surgical blade, I still tend to get a little bit of a mark in the material, and I don't like that. So I'm going to show you a quick and easy way, cheap technique, and the product's cheap, on how to create this mask. And then I'll show you how it comes off. So what we're going to be using is good old Elmer's school glue, just white glue. And I've got a fuel tank sitting here that's from another past project that didn't work out. And just to show you how I go about doing this is basically, say if this was a clear end on this and we want to mask this off to do some painting work, I'm just going to take a little bit of the white glue and put down on the end of that fuel tank, and I'm just going to move it around with my finger until it gets over near the edge. If you want to go all the way to the edge, that's fine also, you can do that. So we'll move this around and get it all the way to the edge. Now the one thing that you want to make sure of is you don't want to see a lot of the base color coming through when you're putting down this glue. Because if you do, that might be a little light in that area, and if you let it go, there could be a possibility that the paint will etch through, especially if you're using a spray can. So what I like to do is just make sure that I have enough glue on the surface. You don't want too much on it, because then it takes a little bit longer for it to dry. But just try to get that colored in until the whole surface is pretty much a you don't want a transparent white, but you'll see a little bit of the base color shine through. And I'll hold it up here on camera and show you what we got as soon as I move everything around here. So there we go. So pretty much what you're looking for is that right there. You can see a little bit of base color coming through, but not a lot. Now remember, when you're doing this, you don't want to lay it over on the side like that because it will run. So you want to make sure that everything is standing up straight, just like that. Or, you know, if you're doing a flat panel or whatever, it's laying flat. So that's the fuel tank end. And that's basically the procedure on that. Now, if you're doing something like soft edge camo, or you know, just a random camo scheme or something like that, we'll use this piece of flat black plastic here. And what I'll do is just bring some glue down onto it, and say this would be like the wing of an aircraft or something like that. You can move this stuff around just to create a camo pattern. Now where this would be going down would already be painted. So in this case, say it's black and you want to go back in and do like another color as far as the camo, that the next color is what you would be spraying. Like say you'd want to do tan on it. As soon as this all dries and everything, then you'd go in and spray the tan. And then when you take this off, it will be black underneath of it. So I'll hold it up here and show you what we got. If you was doing something like a camo pattern, you can see the outline there. That's what the outline would look like. And you know, you can do that with a brush also. You can come in and cut the edges in, but you can see how clean that is around the edges right there. You see a real stark black line around it. That's what the edge would look like once you get it sprayed. And like I say, I recommend doing this with an airbrush and not with a spray can, but if you're real careful with the coats, you could do this with a spray can without any problems, but you'd have to do it real thin. So what you want to do after you get all this on, wherever you want it masked for the other color, is you're just going to set this to the side and let it dry. When it goes clear or this opaque, or actually kind of transparent, frosty finish here, that's what you're looking for. And it's as simple as just going in and get it started to take it off. And in this case, I've already got it started right here. And you just basically want to roll that back with your finger, just like that. And then you can just grab a hold of it and pull that off just like that. And you can see that there's the clear tank ends that we had. It leaves no residue on it. It's nice and shiny. It doesn't leave any scratches in it. You don't have to worry about cutting the tape with a hobby knife. You don't have to worry about any tape residue or anything like that. And that's what the mask looks like. It stays in one piece, and that's why I say if you get a nice film down on it, it'll stay in one piece like this. But if you get it a little bit too thin, it'll want to tear on you. So make sure you get enough down on the surface. And that's basically all there is to it. It's a real easy technique to do. It's cheap. It does take usually overnight for it to dry, so you know, be prepared for that. What I like to do is, whenever I'm using that technique, is I'll take and put the glue on pretty much the last thing before I'm done for the night, and then that'll set all the way through while I'm at work, and when I get home, it's ready to go. I can go ahead and spray it, and we're good to go. Now another thing is too, if you're using an airbrush, while this like say on this one we did the camo pattern, while this is still wet, you can actually go ahead and airbrush that and get your second color on, and while it's still wet, and then let everything dry overnight, and you can come back in and peel the mask off. The way I normally do it is I let the mask dry first and then do the spray on it, but you could do it either way. So hopefully that gives you an idea on how to mask off something with white glue. It's a pretty easy technique, and it's cheap. So if you have any questions or concerns on the video, just leave me a message and I'll get back to you. And like always, thank you for watching and supporting Showtime Studios, and we'll talk to you later. Bye bye.